saved it, whatever. And
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it.
I don't either. I never found it. I never saw it on anything. So I don't know. Maybe you accidentally clicked something, or maybe the whole system was like, get fucked. I don't know.
Yes, Luke. You're supposed to be laying down.
Hell yeah. Take care of your thing. Do you think, man? Suddenly looks off camera. Hi.
Say hi. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Bunch of people's gonna be watching you.
Oh, you're so flattery. A bunch of people.
Oh yeah, like
It's just
both of
Robert
us.
and Titan Fox. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's bring up the comments, see if anybody is watching.
There we go. Live chat is up. I'm gonna take this time to go ahead and share the hell out of it. Help out of
Oh
it.
my gosh, I gotta mute this.
Oh, you're
I
so
don't know.
flattering. A bunch of. Oh, you should just be able to minimize that window
There we go.
or
Wanted to
close
bring
it
up
all together.
sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Okay. All right. All these people are watching.
Yeah, in front of the whole world,
We are on the World Wide Web.
the interwebs. Hello.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at
Hmm?
it. No, look at okay. Hold on a sec, sorry.
You're all right. Do your thing, do your thing. We talking about the Colts here.
Sorry about that.
You're all right, man.
All right. Jeff and a half. Yeah. I told you they're all of our viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Little maniac, man. It's past his bedtime.
Hey, man, they fight it hard.
Big time. Like they get
They,
this extra surge of energy.
oh yeah. Like I don't even need sleep.
And then the next minute,
Slumped in the chair.
done for like 11 hours.
Oh man. All right. Copy. Here we are. Still sharing all of the things.
All of the things.
All of it. Mm-hmm. In the town that I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines. Not a Beatles guy? I understand that.
Not anymore. Yes, Lucas. Shush.
I
Can't get him to lay down.
understand. I've had many a pod interrupted by my son. Just walks in like a cool breeze. What's up? See? Just like that. And that's how you walk right into having a G-rated podcast. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Getting the G rated.
Is he a Colts fan too?
I got it when he was a baby. I got him Colts everything, blanket, booties, onesie.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah.
Understand that. Yeah, I haven't really done any of that stuff with Case yet. I don't have any Texans stuff for him.
I'm
Should probably get that.
forcing it right. Just my worldviews.
You will become me, part two. Yeah. Yeah, there are worse things in life.
He can be a fan of whatever team he wants as long as
As long as it's not the Cowboys.
it isn't the Cowboys.
Great. It's a great rules to live by, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff and a half. Yes, sir, Titan Fox.
Yeah, we covered that already. Move past it.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't know, so I enjoyed that. All right. Ready as you're going to be?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
as I can be.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to For the Shoe Friday, number 10, live here on CPN. We're trying right now to get 1,000 subscribers on our channel. We're at 350 flat at the time of this live stream. And if you're a Colts fan, you've come to the right place. For the Shoe Friday, we talk nothing but Colts all podcast long. So feel free to share it with your Colts friends, your Colts family, or maybe even the Colts out in the field behind your house. And we're just trying to get put in front of more people in Indy. Jeff is a little preoccupied at the moment, entertaining the young man, and we will get this show rocking and rolling very soon. I am Curtis, the host here on the channel, and we're going to be getting into some Colts stuff here in a second. Titan Fox, how you doing?
That kid is way past his bedtime.
Oh man, that's when they fight the strongest. That is Jeff. He is our resident Colts fan on the channel, and we are going to be talking about the Colts. Jeff, how you been, brother?
Aside from Little Maniac, I'm doing pretty good. And he's been wild today.
As they tend to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. At least they're cute.
Yeah.
They got that going. Can't remember the last time it got me out of trouble, but anyway, speaking of trouble, Isaiah Rodgers, Indianapolis Colts corner, finds himself in the crosshairs of the NFL when they're targeting people who have been gambling, and he is obviously one of the worst offenders as of late. Supposedly even taking bets on the Colts, or is he just gambling at the facility?
I heard it's both. Like he bet on Colts games and placing bets at facility.
Oh snap!
So he's done the double whammy, and they haven't levied like I guess a suspension or anything against him, at least not from what I've seen yet. But he's already issued an apology. I'm like, you gotta leave something to work with, man.
Yeah, for real.
So maybe hold the apology until the suspension. I don't know, unless if they've already told him that one's coming and he's just trying to make it like a season long, like trying to save face. But it's so stupid. Like I understand why the NFL wants to do it. Like I completely get it. You don't want quarterbacks, running backs. Like we need to cover the spread, so I'm gonna top up the football here.
Yeah,
like, I get it, but so it's like I totally understand why they don't want players, coaches gambling on games. But but I feel like if the NFL was going to take and they should take a strong stance on it, but it's like, how many times are you watching a football game and you see, oh, the NFL, DraftKings sponsor of the NFL, like maybe not. I don't know. Like it's just, it's a little hypocritical. I mean, I know, you're trying to make money on them and, that players know not to do this. I mean, they've seen the suspensions. I think in every facility, there's a sign, you're not allowed to do this, that, or the other thing. And you do it anyway. Like, oh, it doesn't apply to me. But like, even if it's legal in the state that, you're gambling in, the NFL has rules. and you got to follow it. But it's like I feel like how many times do we see a sponsor, sports booking thing on NFL? It's just if you're going to take a stance, take a stance.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I
just
um I wonder if it'll be a year-long thing. Calvin Ridley did the exact same thing, except for he was away from the facilities. So, to a degree, you could argue what Calvin Ridley did was not nearly as bad as what Isaiah Rodgers did.
I mean, like even corner, like I mean, yeah, corners can blow, purposefully blow coverages. They could whatever, to impact the game, but they don't touch the ball. Other than I'm not saying he's not deserving of it. If I'm not saying he's not deserving of a suspension or whatever. Like it's a rule. You follow it, or there's
Yeah,
consequences. Like it's what we're taught when we're born. But
most
I,
of us at least.
but yeah, if really got well, I think it was indefinite with him, but he got reinstated after a year.
Yeah,
I mean this could turn into like a lifetime ban from the NFL, and this kid is he's 25.
yeah.
It's just it's so stupid that you'd even put yourself in a position over what 25 $50 bets. It's stupid.
It really is. I mean, even if he won those bets, it's not like he was going to be making more money than he currently is.
It's like again, he was. I think this is a contract year for him or something like that. It's just
Yeah.
either this year or next year. I can't remember which, but it's like, man, I think he's in like a $3 million this year. So I mean, that's a hefty penny right there already, and you're primed to make you know a lot more. Like, just I don't understand. Like, just wait until you're done in the NFL, and then you can bet all you want. I don't understand.
I don't either. And maybe it's just one of those things that we're not supposed to understand. Maybe it's just one of those things where people are just a little dumb about what they're doing, honestly. I
They,
mean,
they won't catch me.
yeah, I'm different. I got different things going on. No, you're not different. You might be an athletic freak, but you're not different from other athletic freaks who also made the same league, who also live by the same rules. Sorry.
It kind of tie. I don't really want to go too much off tangent, but it's like that same. I can't remember his name, the basketball player that was on Instagram or whatever with his gun or whatever.
John Morant.
But yeah, you can own a weapon. I mean, it's in part of the amendments. Like like you can have it, but there's also you're an employee and you have to follow the rules of the employer, the league, the corporate, whatever it is. You still have to abide by it. You can do it all you want, but
Yeah.
they still have rules that you have to follow.
Titan Fox, it was a couple of Lions players. They placed bets on non NFL games at
In
the
the
Lions facility. So they just don't want them gambling anywhere near the facilities. That's why they got 6 games.
Yeah,
So,
but this guy was betting on NFL games, betting in facility, betting on the Colts. I don't think he bet like I don't think there's anything about betting on the Colts, like against the Colts. But I mean that would just be. I mean, it's kind of stupid if you're betting for the Colts. Like last year, come on, man. But
yeah, for real. Unless it was like the under on a Thursday night game.
yeah, no shit. Um, just something like that. But yeah, this I don't understand why they can't just stay away from it. I, it's just it. Like I said, it's just stupid.
It is. Let's roll into the next one here. Let's
Yeah,
talk about some OTA headlines.
yeah.
Anthony Richardson looking good so far, taking first team reps. I've seen some things where he's had a couple bad days or a couple bad throws, and everybody's kind of posterizing him about it. So, what do you have to say about AR-15 or whatever his number is?
AR-5, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I gotta beat you to a Titan box. No, from what I've seen, I'm obviously I follow him on Facebook, Twitter. I see videos of. I mean, yeah, there's been some rough. I don't know if there's been as rough as Will Levis. I'm pretty sure you guys saw the rounds on that. Um, where he did his little, his footwork drill. He turns around and just lobs the ball way over the net.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been anything quite as egregious as that, but I mean, he's been dropping some good passes too, some pretty accurate throws, lots of from what I'm understanding, he's been surprising in OT.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think it's important that everybody understands, it's still the OTAs. They're not in full pads. It's a little
and
easier.
shorts and yeah.
Yeah. It's a little easier when it's just shell. So,
Oh,
um, just kind of keep that in mind, maybe with like a little asterisk in your brain. But sorry, Jeff, keep going.
oh yeah, you're good. But it's rumor has it he's taken at least from what I last read, he was splitting first team reps with Minshew, and the last rumor I heard is that he's uh, right now probably like number one on the depth chart. So
Yeah.
kind of what I would thought going into it. That could change, but yeah,
Yeah.
but I saw a report that they're leaning towards him to be the starting quarterback to start the season. So
Yeah. Okay.
and it's hard to go against him. I mean, you took him fourth overall. It would be hard to justify that and like, yeah, he's not ready.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you, especially with your GM being in the kind of position that he's in and really needing this year to pan out for him to kind of solidify that he's going to be around for the future. But we shall see. Um,
Definitely kind of has that win now feel to
yeah,
it.
which does bring problems when you get a rookie QB. Accuracy was the main concern. If he's looking good in that category, that's a positive. Yeah, you're right, TF. I mean, any marked improvement in accuracy for that man is
Yeah,
sorely needed. We all knew he had a cannon. It was the fact that 9 times out of 10 he couldn't hit any part of the barn, let alone the broadside.
hey, he
And
hit it 50% of the time. Come
oh, come on.
on, completed
Sorry.
half his passes, man.
Sorry, just make it third down and it's a lot less than 50%. Um, yeah. Oh, sorry.
But no, I mean, there's been some rough passes, but I mean that's he's a rookie, but
Is
there's
there
also
anybody? Sorry. Yeah.
been some pretty good passes I've seen.
Yeah. Is there anybody else in camp that's been standing out?
Yeah, you're more than 51%. Thank you, Titan.
Yeah.
More better than 50.
Mm-hmm. And we'll take those little increments. So, is there anybody else other than AR5 who has been taking some good steps or maybe getting some press lately?
Well,
Other
I
than everybody thinking initially that Michael Pittman Jr. was the one who'd been placing the
yeah,
bets.
like there was already some report that's like, oh, he's been suspended indefinitely, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, call Hopkins. But no, it wasn't him.
Yeah, thank God for the Colts.
But because of no shitty, almost 100 catches last year we needed. Um, he but because of the Isaiah Rogers things, I said in a few episodes ago that I feel like that Juju and Rush could be the starting corners with Kenny Moore in the slot, and this whole gambling thing that might solidify that. But yeah, most
Yeah.
most of what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, they've talked about, he fast as shit. They brought in Rashard Perriman, so
Yep.
I think he ran what did I say, a 4.25.
Yeah, 4.25.
They might not be able to catch with the shit, but they can run fast.
Very true.
Just get him on
Um,
end arounds and shit.
yeah. Have you heard anything about Julius Brents or Rush in camp yet?
Not really. I honestly haven't. I've been looking up, Colts websites and stuff. I heard a whole lot, to be honest.
Yeah. I was watching NFL Network today and only caught a glimpse of the conversation, but at some point it was players to watch in the AFC South,
Hmm.
and I only caught the Texans one, obviously, but it was Jalen Petrie,
Mhm.
and I wonder what you think the Colts team member would be.
Are we talking about just anyone on the roster, or
Yeah, it could be anybody.
just?
Player.
I mean, again, if we're gonna put aside AR fight because I feel like that's all anybody's really gonna talk about.
Yeah,
Um, I'm. I think we talked about it before, but again, I'm leaning really towards Quiddy Pay. I mean, I feel like he's got a big year to prove. And every year he's been like the prime candidate to break out. Injuries or whatever has kind of derailed that. So my vote would probably be him to kind of have that statement season that solidifies that yeah he should be or shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So that would be
Okay.
my vote. But I mean, he's got all the talent in the world to be the next big DE force. So
Okay.
that would be my vote.
All right. Let's get into a couple rounds of Would You Rather. Okay. For those who don't know, we've been doing a couple rounds of these in the last several podcasts, and I'm going to ask a couple football related questions. I'm going to ask some not football related questions, and we'll have some fun with it. Okay. So, Jeff, would you rather Anthony Richardson solidify himself going forward as QB1, or Quiddy Pay solidifies himself as the premier edge rusher for the Colts?
I think for everybody's sake, just to I'd have to say Anthony Richardson. He's again they took him fourth. I mean they're looking at him to hopefully be the franchise guy. So um, I'd like to see both, but that I can't choose that. But of the two, I would say that he needs to solidify himself as the starter.
Okay. What would you prefer, or what would you rather happen? Um, the Indianapolis Colts win a playoff game, or the Colts. I'm trying to think about this one. Or Shaq Leonard returns to an All-Pro level.
I kind of feel like those two would have to go hand in hand.
I mean, you're probably not wrong at all. I feel
um,
like the Colts winning a playoff game would have to be, the defense is pulling an 85 Bears kind of thing.
yeah. Um, but I definitely, I mean, I could give a shit less about. I'm a fan, so I don't care about personal accolades so much. I want to see a playoff win.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, of course, I want him to return to form. I want him to, you know, but I feel like the linebackers that we had did really well, in his absence. So I'm going to say playoff game. It's been a long drought. So I'm going playoff win.
Okay. What would you prefer? Watching every Colts loss over the past 3 years consecutively,
Mm,
or have bamboo shoots knocked up your fingernails?
mm, That'd be in the cuticles, man.
Yeah, the cuticles. The cuticles.
Mm, it's the same. I'd rather watch football, man. I'd rather
Both
watch
pain.
football.
both equal pain.
Like, and mm,
Hmm.
unless if it's like where there's like a machine that straps my eyes open and forces me to watch just
Hmm.
nonstop losses, I might go with the cuticle pain. If I can have at least some nachos or something, okay.
You just gotta like palm everything. Just
Mhm.
okay.
No, but it's just like nonstop days and hours of
Would you rather?
maybe the cuticles.
I mean, honestly, watching all the Texans losses or that,
Man, you got to go back to the Dan Orlovsky helicopter.
the Sage Rosencopter,
Yeah,
that was an
that was,
epic fourth quarter
I mean, it was
climax.
great for us, but it had to be brutal for Texans.
Titan
What
Fox. At least
are
you
you
get to
doing?
watch
Just
some
don't.
Titans games.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'd rather watch Titans games over the Cowboys. Like, okay, if I would, if it was like bamboo shoots in the cuticles or watching the Cowboys, I'd take bamboo shoots. I don't want anything to do with that.
All right, I got a dirty one. Now, when I say dirty, I don't mean like sexual. I mean dirty, like this is gonna hurt. Would you prefer your son becomes a Cowboys fan, or is a liberal arts major? The face you're making. You're like, just put a bullet in
Oh,
my
they're
head.
useless, man. God damn. If liberal arts is dream to pursue, I'm gonna have to go with that than being a Cowboys fan.
Oh God, because at least he's gonna be able to, communicate with people.
Yeah, it is Titan Fox. That's true.
See, that's evil.
Like,
Yeah, I told you it was a
I
dragon.
we're live. I can't say it. I'm not gonna say
All right.
it.
Would
Well,
you
I'm gonna
prefer?
text it to you real quick. Hold
Okay. Would you prefer? Julius Brents plays at an All-Pro level in year one, or Kwity Paye reaches the has eventually Jesus, or Kwity Paye. Yeah. See, that was actually one of my thoughts that I had initially when formulating that one.
on.
But yeah. Would
I
you
want
prefer
YouTube to
Julius
start
Brents
now.
is an All Pro
Mhm.
or Kwity Paye an All Pro?
Man, I saw a stat today, and it was the most like who was the most recent corner on the team to get 6+ interceptions. Then it showed each player the last did it for their franchise, and the last one we had, I can't like Buchanan or something. I think it was his name from 1994 was the last Colts player to do it,
Dang.
and every other team was at least in the 2000s. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna lean towards Brent's on this just because
The
we
history.
we haven't had great. I mean, we've had some good corners, but not like that. That elite top. We're not known for that.
Yeah.
Like we've been known for our edge rushers. We've been known, for our linebackers. Can't name too many corners.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, just because of that drought right there, I'd probably say Brent's.
Okay. Um, would you, and I don't know if I've asked you this one before, but would you prefer, or would you rather raise a bear cub who opens its eyes and sees you as mom, like you're the first thing it sees, or a tiger cub in the exact same situation?
I feel like it'd be more badass to have a bear cub.
What, right though? Everybody I've been
I've raised
asking says
tigers. Who the fuck's
tiger.
raised a bear?
Now, exactly. Nobody's raising a bear. And I think it's mostly because you'd have to have like steel reinforced floors, and that would just be so expensive.
Yeah,
Because there's no way that dude can just like casually walk on hardwood and not destroy it.
yeah.
But I get the visual of a mailman knocking on the door and a bear just barreling towards the door from like upstairs or something, from like a dead sleep. And the mailman, he leaves, but he like shits on the porch because he heard a fucking bear.
Just
Does
a
it make a
friendly neighborhood bear, man. The kids love him.
He's really, really good with the kids. Does it make any difference if it's a grizzly bear?
Wouldn't that just be more badass?
It definitely would be. It would be. I mean, it's one thing to raise a black bear, but a grizzly bear, those dudes
Oh
are
yeah,
huge.
just my pet grizzly. No, fine.
You're just chilling. It'd be like that video of that guy out fishing by the lake and a bear just sits down right beside him.
Mhm.
And that's just your buddy. That dude pooped his pants for sure.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
I mean, your whole head fits in a bear's mouth.
Oh yeah.
I'm done. I'm over with.
I think there was a video of some chicks that were like whatever you call it, like tubing down one of like a river,
Yeah.
and they were just relaxing tubing, and all of a sudden there's just a big fucking alligator like perched on a log, and they're like one girl's like floating right towards the log. I imagine it would be something like that. She probably crapped herself floating towards that crocodile or alligator or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh man. She's probably like, what do I do? What do I do?
Push,
Uh,
push.
yeah, for real. That
Don't jump
reminds me.
out of the tube.
Yeah, for real. Don't do that. I I went on a kayaking trip for my lady's birthday last year, maybe, and it had not rained very well, so the place we went was not extremely flush with water, and um, so we're finally getting to a part where there is some deeper water, and there's like a little sandbar chilling on the side, and I look over and there's a rat snake just chilling,
Hmm.
literally like inches from the edge of the water. I don't notice it. I'm literally like the last one to notice it. And when I notice it, I'm like 3 feet away from it.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. I don't snakes for anyone out there. Snakes are not cool. I don't like them. I, I don't want to be around them. Like it's cool if you have a snake, that's cool. I don't want to touch it. I don't want it to touch me, and I don't care. What about your feelings about that?
I I was it was middle of summer. I used to work in grocery retail and was changing out one of the front of the store displays. Picked up a bag of charcoal. There's a fucking snake wrapped under the bag of charcoal. I'm like, um, just gonna put this
Someone,
bag of charcoal right back.
sorry, sir.
Put a
Sorry,
snake now.
sir. Yeah, please don't kill me. You know what kind of snake it was?
Not a clue. I quickly went and got like a broom and dustpan, swept it up, and then chucked it outside.
Nice.
I'm not
I'm
gonna kill
always,
it, but man,
yeah. Ooh, not. I don't do spiders or snakes. And after I learned that spiders are actually related to lobsters and crab,
oh shit.
yeah. You know, the only reason that we don't eat spiders and they don't taste like crab is that they don't eat their food whole like a crab does. Like a crab will take bites of something. A spider just like sucks the juices out. They don't like eat like we do. It's weird. So if spiders were to actually eat their food whole, then you could pick up a spider and eat it and it would taste like crab.
Weird.
I know, right? Scorpions, spiders, uh, God, scorpions, spiders, roly polies. They all have like a cousin in the ocean, and I'm out.
I saw a thing about roly polies that they're like really closely related, like what is it, crawfish or something like that.
Yeah,
And we do that really big, I don't know how big, crawfish is in Tennessee, but
it's a thing.
um, we Louisiana, Texas, crawfish boils are fucking huge here.
Yep.
But there was a meme that went around when they found out that roly polies were closely related to crawfish. Like, oh, we're having a roly poly boil. Gross, dude.
Dude, well, they call them mud bugs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, we know that they're bugs, but we still eat them.
Mhm.
That's the weird part.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody's out here lining up to eat a bug or a cricket, but you give us
Butter crickets.
give me an arthropod, we'll eat them. Have you seen that video of the kids pranking their mom? It's like the mom is blindfolded and they're like, "Oh, feel this," and then one of them is like a toothbrush, and then another one's like a little fuzzy ball or something, and then one's a hairy ball. And the hairy ball, she's like, "Oh, this feels good. What is that?" And they're like, "Oh, it's the tarantula Dad bought us." And she like freaks out, throws everything. And the kids are like, "It's a joke. Calm down." And she's screaming and stuff. It's the best. I
The
hope I hope my kids are on that level one day.
What was that from that movie Home Alone, where Kevin puts the spider on? Yeah, that's. I feel like that would have been a genuine reaction. Like they didn't know he was going to put a spider in them. Let's just fucking freak out about it.
Yeah,
And there's such a good scream.
yeah. Was it Marv? He put
Yeah.
the yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're just not going to tell him. You just put the spider on his hand, and it'll be a real thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Dude, even if I knew it was coming and it was like didn't have the fangs or whatever they removed from it, I'd still probably give the same reaction. I don't do spiders either.
All right, I've got a final would you rather, and we'll wrap the show up after this. It's not football related.
Oh Jesus.
You've crash landed in a forest area somewhere away from Canada, so you're not in danger of being on fire.
Being in Canada.
You take a quick scope of the land, walk around a little bit, and you notice that you have two active food supplies. There's a rather large spider that you could kill and eat, or you have stumbled upon a den of snakes. And those are your only two forms of sustenance. Everything else, you either don't know if it's poisonous or whatever, but you know those two things aren't. So
Um,
what would you rather do?
have you ever seen Naked and Afraid?
Yes, I'm very aware of Naked and Afraid.
I'm gonna have to go with Snake. Like that shit. It just seems interesting to me.
How do you cook that?
What they basically take the skin off, whatever, remove whatever needs to be removed to cook it.
De-skin it.
Yeah, and it's really weird because they like hold on to the meat and then they yank the skin down. It's really weird looking in the show, but then they just wrap it on a stick and like hold it over the fire.
Yeah.
According to them, it tastes good. I'm curious. I've never had snake.
Hey, you're close enough to the bayou. You can go get it. Go get you some and some gator.
Only if I was forced to, man.
When
I'm not going out of my way to do it.
yeah, no. Okay. I think that's going to wrap us up for this episode. Jeff, do you have any closing comments?
Go Colts, man. Getting closer to the season. Go Colts.
Yeah, we're under 100 days until regular season kickoff. So, just got the slow parts of the summer left.
Yeah.
Well, folks, TF in the chat, thank you for joining us. Jeff, thank you for your time and your Colts insight. Folks, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 350 at the time of this recording. I'd like to get 10 likes on this episode. So go ahead and smash the thumbs up button, share it if you can, and most of all, be good people.